Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Leicester Tied to the List. Now, in the first episode, we had our opening game against Newcastle, and as you remember, we managed to scrape by, winning the game 1-0 courtesy of a Jamie Vardy goal in the 88th minute. Since then, we've had a few games, plus some transfer window madness to try and get sorted. There's not been a lot of players added to the list since we last looked at it. There was, if we have a quick look now, there was a couple of players added in, Shinji Kagawa and Deulofeu, both of whom would improve our team somewhat. Deulofeu on the right hand side and Kagawa in the attacking midfield position. Now, the problem with these two players is that Kagawa didn't want to leave a Champions League team to play for a team not in Europe. And Deulofeu would be an expensive transfer in a position where we've already got Musa, Demarai Gray and Riyad Mahrez. So unless we were able to lose one of them, Deulofeu wouldn't make much sense. We have, however, made one signing since the last game. Joaquin Correa has joined us from Sevilla, and he cost us 3.5 million. He was listed a few days before the end of the window at 3.5 million. He can play both behind the striker in an attacking midfield position or on the left wing as an inside forward. So not only is he very, very versatile for us, but he also provides that quality. 23 years old, he can still improve. He's not expensive, only 44 grand per week. And he's already worth 12 million. Considering we spent 3.5 million for him, that's an absolute bargain for the team. We also bought in David Calabria from AC Milan. We got him in on loan, so he's costing us $9,500 a week, and he's going to provide a decent backup to Danny Simpson. So as we can see here from the transfers, we've only spent 19 million this summer, and we've actually sold 36 million pounds worth of players. So that's left us in a really good financial state. We've got 47 million left in the bank, and we've got 39 million left in the transfer budget, should we want to spend it in January, depending on what players are available on the list. So let's look at the games we've had since the Newcastle game. So we've had a decent start to life in the Premiership. We drew 1-1 away to Everton, which I'm quite happy with, considering they're probably going to be one of our competitors for a top half finish this year. We then smashed Accrington Stanley thanks to goals from Slimani, Gray and Iheanacho. 5-1. We played a fairly strong team there because we are obviously aiming to do well in the Cups this year. We then lost to Chelsea at home. I mean, that was an expected result. We did unexpectedly go 1-0 up, but we couldn't hold on to it as Pedro scored, followed by 2 goals from Azpilicueta. And then we were going to show the Stoke match today, but with the Carabao Cup just 2 games away, we thought we'd do the West Brom game and the Preston game, because I'm going to try and show all of the Cup games this season, as that's going to be probably our most likely route to Europe this year. So in the Stoke game, Joaquin Correa scored his first 2 goals. It's his first game for the club, and he scored 2 goals in the game. And Riyad Mahrez, back from injury, scored in the last few minutes as well. So that's going to leave us to go on to West Brom. Now, having a quick look at our tactics that we're using at the moment, we're going for a fairly direct type passing style. So this is a familiar shape to people that watch me play FM, but we're not trying to hold the ball. We're not trying to control the possession of the match, because we just don't have that ability in our team. We don't have the first touch decision making and the passing, if you remember the team report. So what we're looking here is that Storaro and Iborra try to contain the game, try and break up play in the middle, and then using direct passing, get the ball out to the wings as quick as possible, who can then get the ball in for Vardy, and Correa is moments behind him running into the box. So that's worked out well for us in the last game, and the next game, West Brom, we'll see if that can now continue. So here we are against West Brom at home. We're making just a couple of changes to the starting line for the last game. Mahrez, now back from injury, now fully fit, is going to start this game as an inside forward on the right hand side. And we've swapped Storaro out for Ndidi. Now Storaro plays very well as a ball winning midfielder, but at home I think we should try and keep the ball just a little bit longer. So Ndidi is there as a Carolero to try and shuffle the ball from side to side. So let's get on with the game. So here's Simpson with the ball, plays it into Iborra. Now Ndidi. He's got options there. I think we need to try and look at how we can try and push the ball forward more, or at least put the team forward a little bit more. So we're playing control mentality at the moment. I'm not sure if that's working for us, but we'll see how it goes. Morgan on the ball now to Iborra. Ndidi. He's got options back to Iborra, now Correa, who's had a really great start to his Leicester career. Morris back into Correa. Correa plays in Vardy, and it's hit the bar. It's a goal kick. It's another highlight. This game's so far looking like we're in direct control of this match. Ball's over the top to Vardy. Vardy's 1-on-1 and he scores a goal. It's 1-0 to Leicester. West Brom are not competing very well in this. This direct passing is really going to work out well for us when you've got players like Vardy off that last man. Through the goalkeeper's legs. It's a good start to the match, 1-0. So it's a fairly dull match. We've after that first goal in the 6th minute of the game, we've had nothing since then. It's 1-0 at half time. We've got a couple of injuries though. Mahrez has picked up, well, he twisted his ankle, so we're going to take out Mahrez, put on Musa, and we're going to we'll keep Gaetan on the pitch just for a little bit longer, see how he does. And West Brom kick off. Okay, the ball's crossed in. Vardy knocks it to Musa, and Musa scores at the near post. It's 2-0 Leicester. Looking very confident in this match. So we're going to take off Gaetan now. What we're going to do is we're just going to take him off for Demarai Gray. Give Demarai Gray some game time. Obviously, his last game came in the Carabao Cup when he scored a goal. So let's try and get him some more game time now. It's a great goal from Musa though. Danny Simpson now with a throw in to Musa. Musa takes it down the wing, crosses it in. Dawson heads it away, but only as far as Ndidi. Kerchek gets it away now. Now it's Ndidi. Plays in Correa to Gray into Iheanacho, and Iheanacho scores at his near post. I tell you what, the finishing has been superb in this game. Iheanacho, Vardy, and Gray all with a goal. 3-0 against West Brom. That's a really strong showing for us at the start of the season. Gray to Iheanacho, and that's a lovely finish. Keeper had no chance there. Last few minutes, Fuchs hits in the free kick. It's headed away, but Morgan's got it. What's Morgan going to do with it? Plays it to Correa. Correa strikes it, and it's just wide. We're sitting 3rd in the table at the moment, 10 points from our opening 5 games. Ndidi to Correa. Back to Morgan. Ndidi again. Now it's Gray. Is there a last minute goal here? Neom to back to Ndidi. There's a lot of pressure here from Leicester. But now Fortunis is going to attack. Down the wing. Crosses it in. Morrison's there. And he's come all the way back. Plays it to Suarez. Chris Brunt plays it in, and Rondon heads it in. It's 3-1. West Brom have pulled one back, but I think on the 93rd minute it's probably a little bit too late. So here Brunt gets just free of his man, crosses it in, and Rondon, very good in the air, Rondon heads it in against the post. And this should be it. The last few seconds, it's all over. That's another victory for the Leicester team, and we're doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. The next match though is Preston in the Carabao Cup. So here we are at Preston, or Deepdale as a stadium name, which is by the way one of my favourite names for a stadium because it literally sounds like an area in Game of Thrones. So here we are at Deepdale. And we're going with a fairly strong lineup, although I have rested our 3 main attackers. So Demarai Gray has come in for Gaetan, Musa come in for Mahrez, and Iheanacho has come in for Vardy. We're sticking with Correa because he's basically the only player that plays attacking midfielder for us. And if things are going well at half-time, I might rest him, take him off and bring in Grujic into midfield. So we're going to tell them to pick off where they left off last time. And we kick off from left to right. So Huntington with the ball. He's played a really bad pass at the back of Damari Gray, and Iheanacho skews his shot just wide. And Johnson with the ball for Preston plays a bad ball, and Musa plays into Correa. Now it's Gray, and Gray has been pulled down as a penalty. It is a penalty. Joaquin Correa steps up for his 3rd goal of the season, potential goal of the season. And there it is, slots it past the goalkeeper, puts the goalkeeper the wrong way. Joaquin Correa is turning out to be maybe the best 3.5 million I've ever spent on this game. It's a lovely penalty. Very. Johnson with a free kick in, and the ball's headed away. Johnson now to Harrop, and Simpson tries to kick the ball away. It only goes as far as Cunningham, but Johnson's tackled again. He bores all over him. Now it's Musa. Musa's going to run down the wing for a bit. Comes inside, plays a lovely ball to Iheanacho, and that's another goal for Iheanacho. That's his 3rd goal in the Carabao Cup this season. It's 2-0 to Leicester. This is an unbelievable pass though from Musa. See here, he just stops the ball, waits for a second, and that is a great delivery. So it's half time and it's 2-0. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to slip Correa back here, play him as a advanced playmaker, support, and swap him for Marko Grujic. And just tell the lads that they should keep it up. They're doing well. Fisher here with the throw-in into Johnson. Johnson's had a terrible game. Iheanacho picks up on his bad control. Now it's Musa. Musa's on the right now. Plays another ball into Iheanacho, and Iheanacho puts that past the goalkeeper with a lovely header. That's 3-0, and Musa and Iheanacho are providing a great partnership here. This is basically a 1-2. Plays that pass, and then Musa. What a ball. Great header from Iheanacho. Iheanacho now has 4 goals in the Carabao Cup in 2 games. Damari Gray's picked up a knock, so let's take him off. Before Grujic knocks on, Iheanacho for his hat-trick, and Rada makes a good save. Robinson now will get the ball away. Johnson's with a chance to actually play well here. Gets tackled by Simpson. Horgan with the ball, and now Schmeichel picks that up. Going to play a long ball here to Iheanacho, who's been absolutely on fire today. Now it's Nico Gaitan, who came in for Damari Gray, and Gaitan puts it just wide. Grujic now to Iheanacho. Iheanacho tackled by Welsh, and Horgan puts in Hugill. Jordan Hugill, 1-on-1. Schmeichel makes a great save. Rudd now with the long free kick. Brown tries to get to it. Morgan does well. Now it's Johnson back to Brown, who plays in Horgan. Now it's Johnson. Plays that out to Fisher. Fisher in. Morgan gets it away, but only as far as Brown. Ibora with the long ball up. And Iheanacho is going to chase Davies. Put Davies under some pressure. Earl's got the ball. Now it's into Welsh. Brown to Johnson. Robinson into Hugill. Back to Brown. Preston can't quite open up the Leicester defence at the moment. And Simpson with a lovely ball through. Iheanacho's 1-on-1. Puts it past him. It's his hat-trick of the game. It's his 5th goal in the Carabao Cup. It's 5 goals in 2 games for him. And Iheanacho is playing really, really well against this lower league opposition. That's a lovely ball from Simpson. And a very calm, composed finish from Iheanacho. And this should be it. Davies with the ball, plays it back to Rudd, out to Earl. It's the last seconds of the game. The referee should blow the whistle, finish the game. It is. It's 4-0 Leicester versus Preston. Leicester are through to the next round of the Carabao Cup, which is great news for us. Tony did excellent. So next we're going to have a quick watch of the Carabao Cup draw. So here we are at the 4th round draw for the Carabao Cup. All the big teams still in it except for Tottenham. They got knocked out by Southampton in the last round. Now, we'd like a championship team, would be nice. Definitely we want a home game in the 4th round. Don't want Arsenal. And that's who we've got. So we've drawn Arsenal for the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. Maybe our cup run ends here, but we're definitely going to watch that in the next episode. Man City, Man United both have away games, Southampton and Sheffield Wednesday. Chelsea are at home to Birmingham, and Liverpool have Cardiff away. So you expect pretty much all of those teams to go through. Arsenal is going to be a really difficult tie away. So let's just have a quick look. We are 5th in the Premiership after 5 games, which is a really good start for us. And we've got Arsenal in the Carabao Cup 4th round away. Just after we play them at home. So let's do the Arsenal double header. Let's come back next episode for Arsenal at home and then Arsenal away. Until then, I'll see you later.